Well, now you're about to be put somewhere so much faster than what you expected. I feel like you're just about to be like, boop, like popped into a situation, like a relationship, a job, something, where this could even be like a leveling up of your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities. I was going to say spiritual abilities, but psychic came through, spiritual abilities as well. And wow, the energy is going at a rate of knots right now. Wow. There's so much synchronicities lining up for you in your life. I can't believe that this is the message that's coming through for the new year, because I was really expecting today to have this feeling of like a slow, incremental, mindful, sort of like intentional beginning to the year. But what's actually coming through, frick, is like it actually totally caught me off guard, took me by surprise, and I'm filming here somewhere that I normally wouldn't, due to circumstances that I won't get into right now. But like, there's cars going past me, there's energy, there's movement, and this is not where I expected to be. This is not what the like situation that I expected to be in. And I think what's going to happen is you'll be put in this new situation, this new role, this new whatever, and like you will be handed, it's like you're just like stepping into a new slipstream, or like you're going to be handed more responsibility, or like you're going to level up in some way in order for your vessel to expand, to hold more energy, to become more competent, to be able to maneuver and become comfortable in a new realm, in a new area that you have not yet allowed yourself to step into, felt competent stepping into, or like even really, it's like you've been like keeping yourself away from all that you are. It's like you're finally going to be touching new edges of your potential. Wow, like you're going to be put into a space, a situation that you feel like there's no way I can handle this, and you're going to freaking handle it. You're going to rise to the occasion, and you're going to be like, damn, I'm handling it. And like, what is going on? There's just like cars everywhere, people stopping, turning around in the middle of the road. There's going to be, here's what it is, there's going to be so much around you and outside of you that is hectic, that is chaotic, and normally this would send you into a spiral. Normally this would send you into a space of like, I can't handle it, I don't know what's happening. And like, what's actually going to happen is that you're going to find yourself as the calm point in the middle of the storm. You're going to be the calm in the middle of the chaos, and you are going to be like this rock that's holding space for like all the energies not only swirling around you. I'm feeling this not only as like circumstances, events, like maybe you're suddenly making so much more money than you're used to, and you're learning to hold more wealth. Maybe you're suddenly receiving a whole lot more like messages in your dreams, and like, you know, normally that would have disturbed you or overwhelmed you, but now it's like boom, like clarity is coming, realizations are coming, like understanding is coming, you're connecting the dots. I just heard you're discarding things that are no longer serving you with way more ease. It's like, oh, I don't need that, boop, and it's gone. You can just like drop it like a hot potato. Wow, like this, it's like you're learning to navigate with ease and speed. Sometimes we need speed in our lives. Like sometimes we're like, I got the image again coming of like someone going down a mountain on a what's it called, like a snowboard, like a snowboarder going down a mountain. And sometimes there's grace in that speed. You kind of zoom out, and like when you're in it and you're like going down, like you're feeling like the exhilaration and the movement, and you know, the like, yeah, just like being swept along almost. But then you zoom out and there's this grace and this ease and this flow, and it's so natural, and it feels like it couldn't possibly be any other speed. Wow. Okay, let me take a second. I need a drink. The thing about you is that you've let go of a lot of your perfectionism. So I feel like you're going to be giving yourself so much more grace at this time of like almost leveling up, or like it's like everything that you've been manifesting is like suddenly coming in, or like situations that you thought like that you were building your way towards are suddenly freaking right here in the 3D, in your world, in your reality. You're like, oh, maybe by the end of this year, but like, no, it's like today, it's like this week, you know, something is coming in so much more fast and unexpected, and like suddenly you're in it and you're like, oh my god, it's here, okay, let's roll with it, let's do it, let's hit the ground running. And like, you just find yourself, you know, competent and able to navigate this new situation. And I'm just finding this so beautiful, because you're going to surprise yourself. You're probably going to surprise other people around you as well, but you're also, like, most important, it's like you're going to surprise yourself. I just heard you're going to surprise your inner child. I got this image of your inner child, like, kind of cheering you on. Like, they believe in you. They believe in you, and they know that you're capable of this, and they know that you can handle this. And like, there may be some like parts of you that are like, still have that lingering doubt, or yeah, like there might be like blockages, or there might be like clunkiness, or, you know, it might be, you know, not all flawless and perfect and flowing like the image I was getting before. Like, the majority of the energy is going to flow so wonderfully, but there is, of course, like the human parts of you as well that are going to be like, and you're just going to work through that with so much grace and have so much patience for yourself when those like sticky parts come up, or when you're like, yeah, can I really handle this, and the doubt is coming up and your mind is interjecting. Oh my god, I think I want to pull a card. Hold on. What are we going to pull? Maybe we'll pull an animal. I had this this channel, I guess, coming through earlier about like frustration, and almost, this is so interesting because this is like the complete, it's almost the, okay, I want to say it's a complete opposite energy, but I feel like you're even learning that opposites aren't like scary to you anymore. It's like there's nothing that you can't overcome. It's like you come up against an opposing energy and you're like, how do I integrate this? Like, you come up against an opposing energy where normally it would have thrown you off your game, or you would have like told yourself stories about why it was coming up. The lizard like sees the magic in everything, and this is you're seeing the magic even in disappointment, even in frustration, even in redirection. And it's like nothing is throwing you off anymore. Like, even like everything that's coming up within you, you are using it as spiritual alchemy. You're using it as fuel to add to the fire. You're using it to get better. You're using it to be fire. I heard, like, you're using it to like glow up, level up, learn about yourself. Every single thing that is coming in is a gift, and you are perceiving it as such. Like, every bit of disrespect you're receiving as someone else, you are using that disrespect to like ignite the inner flame of like royalty, and the inner flame of knowing your worth, knowing the kind of people that you want to have in your life. Like, and you're also taking that disrespect and you're not making it personal. You're just like, oh, and reflecting it back onto that person. That's something that they're going through, and it doesn't have to be about me. And I don't, like, you have the indignation and you have all those normal human feelings, and you're watching yourself having those feelings, and you're using those feelings to, like, it's like nothing can hurt you anymore almost. It's like this invincible energy I'm feeling of, I like really hope that this is landing and making sense. Like, you're actually knowing and noticing the like stories that your mind is attaching to the feelings that are coming up, and you are recognizing them as just stories. And you're also recognizing the power that you have to like untether that story from that feeling, to rewrite the story that you have attached to that feeling. Oh, I'm feeling frustrated now. Obviously this means that there's something here that like I'm not doing it right, or like the manifestation hasn't come in, and like there's like all this like clunky kind of flotsam and jetsam that your mind has projected onto specific feelings, situations, like inner mental states, inner emotional states. And you're just like, it's like you've just like, some sort of switch has been flipped inside you where you're suddenly a freaking master. You're actually just totally mastering your emotions. You're unhooking your emotions from self-limiting beliefs or any stories that you had previously that had previously always come hand in hand with that emotion, to the point where you couldn't even separate the emotion from the story. It's like the emotion and the story were one, and now you're seeing them as two separate things. You're like, oh, this is frustration, and this is the story that I hold around frustration. And so you're just like what's that thing where you like, where it's a bomb and they the bomb squad comes in and they like disconnect the wires, and it's like pew, and like suddenly the bomb isn't ticking anymore. What's that word? I've been trying to think of this word for like 2 days. The only word that comes is like disempower or like disengage, but it's not that. It's like somebody's gonna know this word, okay? If you know it, put it in the comments, because that's gonna drive me crazy. Disarm. Yes. Good. You got it. Thank you for sending me that word. To disarm. Ooh, it feels good when it comes full circle like that. Do I want another animal? One more. Otter. Ooh, otter, so cute. Like, oh, and this one wanted to come out bat as well. Oh my god, we're gonna have to look these up, I think. But just, oh, right away I'm just noticing the balance. I'm just noticing like water and air, and like I feel like these are like your emotions, your mind. Like you have sort of like spent so long living from your mind, living in your mind, and almost like being trapped inside your mind. And I did say post a message recently about like how you have achieved like mental emancipation from mental slavery. Confirmation from the motorbike. Emancipation from mental slavery, okay? And like I feel like you're doing the same now with your emotions, and you're learning like the relationships that exist within you between certain thoughts, certain emotions, and like the flotsam and jetsam and the thoughts that become attached to emotions that don't necessarily need to be attached. Like not everyone has that same story when frustration arises in them, and you are learning for you your personal stories that you don't need anymore. It's like the throwing away thing, like you're just dropping it, you're just letting it go. There's this ease in dropping it where you're no longer needing to hold on, or you're no longer having your identity wrapped up in these stories that are actually holding you back. So I mean, wow, I'm just like, you did it. Like you're free, and it's like you're getting your flowers. Like something is happening now where, oh my god, I feel like I'm like shaking. Like you're creating you have so much sovereignty. You have so much internal sovereignty over your internal realms, and you're ready to like pop out and show out. You're ready to do the next step. And I think this is why something is going to come in for you, and you're going to be like, here it is, and I guess like this is it, and here I am. Confirmation from the car. Oh my god, I really wanted to kind of talk to you guys about like your royal bloodline and how your spiritual royalty, sorry, I'm getting my cards over here as well, and like I haven't, like it's only come in as a drib and a drab, this kind of message, and so I wanted to sort of like divine a bit more with the cards, because I was getting this feeling, and somehow this will be connected and somehow this will be related, but I was like deep in a meditation, and I kept having the sort of phrase or the feeling of the phrase one among us, and it was this feeling of being spiritually chosen, being spiritually anointed, and also like this sort of like recognition of other spiritual sparks. Oh my god, it's coming through really strongly in the throat. You are recognizing other spiritual sparks, and I kind of have this feeling like if you imagine the whole world being surrounded by like a network, an energetic network, and like new spiritual leaders are becoming enlightened, are lighting up, are being lit up, are being filled and fueled with more light at this time, and you are one of these, and you are also noticing the other sparks that are also alive, wow, also awakened, also bright and vibrant. And it's just like these switches have just been switched inside certain people, and you're just like, it's coming, it's happening. Like there's something so divine about light and sparks and like royalty, spiritual royalty being awoken at this time. And I wanted to say royalty because I had this feeling of Egypt. I was getting this like Egyptian vibe of like maybe you were an Egyptian pharaoh in a past life, or like a high priest or a high priestess, something like that. And like, yeah, and so like it's like kind of a confusing energy where I kind of just wanted to like dive in and see a bit more. Oh my god. Maximum recording time reached. Oh my god, I might have to delete things, and that is unheard of for me. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have like a minute left, so let's go. We have the Hanged Man upside down, which always looks really strange to me. And we also have is it the Four of Cups? Yeah. I'm gonna like reset my camera and come back and talk to you about this. I'm being drawn to the like halo, and the word crown is coming through around the Hanged Man, and also the word anointed. So like there's just something very like spiritual happening here, very collective happening here. I'm getting very like Age of Aquarius energy, especially with like the collective awakening and like all of these sparks, these new spiritual beings being like turned on. And there's nothing here at all about like, it's interesting because something so strange is happening with this recording, and I had to re-delete things. So let's just all take a collective deep breath together. And I have a feeling that those who are meant to have been filtered out of this message by now will have become frustrated and will have left, okay? And everyone who's left from this point on, there's going to be something incredibly significant and important that will come through. And I do not say that lightly, okay? Because I'm not someone who predicts the future. I'm just someone who can like feel the energy, and I'm just saying the truth from my source as it comes through, okay? I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm going to talk about the Hanged Man. I don't know where it cut me off, but there is something about being in your rightful place, about seeing with your right eyes. There is something about perspective being righted at this time. There is something about your deep, internal, nuanced, I heard grayscale, understanding of your internal reality that is literally, I cannot explain how important it is for you to honor your process at this time. And I don't feel like this is something that you are necessarily disrespecting, or like it's just a confirmation. You're already doing your process. You're already there. You're already doing it. You almost don't need me to tell you this, right? But there is some sort of awakening that's occurring in your perspective, and it is vitally important that you do not downplay this time for yourself, that you do not downplay your role in humanity's ascension, that you actually step up and stand out and are able to actually own yourself, own your sovereignty, and not only have this internal knowing and internal sovereignty and internal rulership, but also you are then going to be a spiritual leader for others. You are going to be a way shower for others. This may not be in the case of like writing books and being a meditation guru, something. You might be a teacher of some sort, or you might just be like showing the way to anybody who happens to be in your world, in your life. And I think there's something incredibly important here about being in the energy of, I just heard loss, being in the energy of understanding what has transpired, what has come to pass. And there's this like deep inner like honoring of the suffering, of the pain of the past, of the stories that you are going to have to let rest now. You are fully starting to embody your emotional sovereignty, and your like sovereignty keeps coming through so strongly. Your emotional literacy, and also it's like you're just honoring so strongly. Like there's no part of you that is revulsed by your past any longer. There's no part of you that is trying to fight past versions of yourself, trying to escape past versions of yourself, trying to like, confirmation, like up level and get better, and like just like, it's like in the past you maybe had this feeling of like self-improvement for the sake of like not accepting yourself as you are now, or as you have been, or as you have shown up. There's a strong feeling now where you have like integrated all of those past parts of yourself. You have forgiven all of those past parts of yourself. Are you mother freaking kidding me right now? The King and Queen of Pentacles, like, they were just like, I'm just gonna fall out now. This is apropos of nothing. Apropos of nothing. Apropos of nothing, like true love. Like apropos of nothing, like power couple. Just like, oh, by the way, while you're busy like alchemizing yourself and bossing up into yourself, like lo and behold, your mother freaking counterpart is like out here doing the same thing. This is someone that you could never have conceived of. This is someone who you're like, yeah, I'm doing all the work. And like you take it so for granted that you're doing all the work, but you just like almost don't have the faith that other people are going to do the work. It's like you've been shown these examples of people in your, it's like you've always been the best person you've ever known. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. It's like you've always been the one who's worked the hardest. You've always been the one who's hustled the most. You've always been the one who has like put the steps in place, or showed up, or being competent, or like you've always been like doing your utmost to be in this energy, or to get to this energy of like, whether you're like representing like yourself as the queen or king here, doesn't matter, or both, you know, these like these mirroring energies, these like these divine masculine, divine feminine energies that exist within us both. It's like you've just always like, this has been your North Star, your compass. Like, I'm flabbergasted, I'm blown away. Like, you have been so strong on your journey and so devoted to yourself and your journey and building the foundations and building the life that you want, and you still are, and you always will be. And like, I love that these two royal figures are coming out when we're just literally talking about how you are royalty. And like, lo and freaking behold, there's also somebody who's been behind the scenes and unbeknownst to you, like doing the same freaking thing that you're doing. And like, it's like they're just about to condense into your reality in the most nonchalant way. In the most like, yeah, here I am. What? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm just your divine counterpart. It's like literally not a big deal at all. I'm not freaking out. It's totally normal, man. It's totally chill. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out a little bit. But I feel like this is literally going to be like, there's like something so natural coming in for you. Like, whether this could be a counterpart energy coming in for you, and it's just literally going to like fall into your lap. These cards literally fell into my lap. Like, you can't make this up. Like, and if it's not an energy of like your counterpart coming in, it's also could just be that like that full embodiment of self, that full like confirmation from the card, like the full meshing together of your masculine and your feminine sides. Like, you feel so like, regardless of the counterpart coming in or not, this is happening for all of you. You are going to feel so fulfilled, so whole within yourself, so replenished, I just heard, within yourself. You're going to just, all of your inner resources are now open and available to you. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the split of the deck. Like, yeah, like, this is so inspired. And you're going to know exactly what to do with this when this energy condenses into your life. And I do want to say condenses, like, it's just going to, there's nothing you can do to stop this coming in, and there's nothing you can do to make this come in. And so this is a lot about, like, on the one hand, relinquishing control of the things that you can't control. I'm getting that serenity prayer. Lord, grant me the wisdom, oh, butterfly going past, grant me the wisdom to accept the the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the serenity to know the difference. That's my favorite prayer of all time. I love it. And that is like just condensing into reality for you here with like either the divine counterpart coming in, but even aside from that, it's like you're just like, take me out of the oven, I'm done. You know, like you're done. You're just like, you're sitting pretty. You're in such a beautiful energy right now, and like I can't even begin to imagine how completely freaking magical this whole year is going to be for you, for us, together as a collective, as we grow, as we get to know each other. Beautiful woman walking past. There's just going to be so much like, so much pureness, so much wholesomeness, so much delight. This is going to be such a good year for you. I'm flabbergasted. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm feeling like that's the message. I want to leave it there, but I kind of want to pull like a medicine card. I'm going to pull from my... I call these medicine cards for some reason. I don't know why. This is from the Crystal Sound Healing Oracle, but I kind of feel like these kind of bring like... yeah, what is the soothing? What is the healing? What is the medicine? What is anything that we... any message that we need to receive, or any like... oh, I'm hearing like... yeah, it's like the flavor that we need to embody almost. Earth Anchor. Okay, come on now. Earth Anchor, rootedness recalibration. Kundalini rising. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so it's very exciting when you're getting like the synchronicities and like, you know, the energy is flowing, and like maybe you're being asked to hold more responsibility, maybe you're being asked to hold more energy, more wealth, more joy, more abundance. Maybe you have like, you know, all this free space and this free emotional availability now. And just like ground in, like root yourself down, do everything that you can to be like that king and queen of pentacles energy are so rooted, are so like, it's so, you know, like Taurus, Capricorn, maybe, yeah, like Virgo still, but like I feel like Virgo has like, I don't know, they pull a lot of punches kind of thing. But regardless, like just that stable energy. And again, like I mentioned before, you're no longer holding stableness and like, you know, like spiritual like alchemy or spiritual highs or like lots of energy. You're no longer holding those things apart from each other. You're now like learning and knowing how you can be rooted, be grounded, be stable, and still be spiritual, be like open to messages, and like have your spiritual eyes open, and like you're living in the two worlds. You're not trying to like cut off the spiritual realms, you're not trying to cut off the material realms, you're bringing them together. And it's like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Maybe take a walk in nature, be with some trees, get your feet in the sand, you know. It's actually like summer on my side of the world, so toes in the sand maybe makes sense more so for me. Maybe get your toes in the snow in the soil. Either way, get some rooting going on. I kind of feel a bit triggered by saying that word, because in New Zealand rooting also means like you know, making love, so it's not necessarily what I'm talking about. But like earth yourself, let's go with that. Earth is a bit of a safer word. Okay, I'm gonna leave that message there. Thank you so much for sharing space with me today. Oh, delightful, delightful. I could just bathe in your energy forever. Hello. But yeah, blessings be. And I will see you very, very shortly in our next one. Bye.